we head next. Have you seen this brand yet? Well, yes, there's a kettlebell inside stockings. I'm not gonna be the one to pick up the kettlebell because I don't think I can. But we are gonna do a crazy demonstration with this in a second. In fact, why don't I do this? This is the last day to get Sheertex at this low sale price. So let me go ahead and bring in Catherine, because we just restocked this order after 55,000 orders have been placed. And you have to see this demonstration to understand the power of Sheertex. Is it okay to bring Catherine out and we'll kind of hang to the left while we fix our little leg models here? Catherine, great to see you.
Thank you for having me.
You look fab. All right, so start showing everybody how these are indestructible tights. Nails can't hurt them. Cars can't hurt them. Toenails can't hurt them.
This is me honestly putting all of my force, and most of us are probably used to being so careful when you put on tights. There's even some brands that sell gloves to wear when you're putting on tights.
Who has the time for that?
These you can yank at, whether you're going to the bathroom, whether you're running out the door in the morning, whether you have little ones, these are gonna actually last. And it's because we have a fiber typically used in bulletproof vests and climbing equipment and fishing line. This was never before used in hosiery. I invented this back about 5 years ago.
Okay.
We spent 2 years getting it into production. We make every single pair ourselves in Canada.
Wow.
So
Well,
this
girls,
is special.
come on over here because, I mean, we just had to restock this, and now's the time for stockings. I don't know where you live, but I am not going outside in January, February, or really March without anything on my legs.
Exactly.
So there's 3 choices, and then I can hit you with a size chart in a minute. But we're looking at the opacity here. So if you want to see a little bit of skin, do you have this one on,
Yes, and
Catherine?
I have the super sheer on, and then we also have
everybody's
sheer.
out here. Thank you.
And
Here,
we
hold on. We'll
have
get the camera
the
situated.
Semi-Opaque.
We dodged the camera. Excuse me. So this is the lightest one. This is the super sheer.
And I have a fairly roomy size, so the tighter you get it, the smaller on the size chart, the sheerer it will look. So really depends on your comfort.
Gabrielle's joining us tonight. You look gorgeous, by the way. She's in the sheer.
This is the perfect dress for these tights. This is the mock crew neck from your last segment.
Yep.
It's perfect. I'm going to buy like 5 of these for the Sheertex sweat.
There you go. And then Jamie's over here, and she's going to be in the semi-opaque option. So that's going to be the one where you really do not see skin through it at all if you want full coverage. However, it is the most limited option. So can I have a size chart, my wonderful team, so we can help figure out how to buy these?
Yeah, so we go by weight. So typically, whether you're a little bit taller, just pick on your weight, and it's actually going to stretch with you depending on however you want it to fit. So extra small all the way to 3XL, and it's quite forgiving. I showed you how stretchy it was on my leg. It's not quite as stretchy as typical tights because it's so strong, but it is very forgiving. So our yoga style waistband is very comfortable, not digging into you in the waist. So really just go with your normal size. If you wanted a little roomier, maybe buy a size up. If you wanted to look extra sheer, maybe buy your typical size or a size down even.
Perfect. And they really have been popular. So I say we go back to, demonstrations or use your nails, whatever you want to do.
We are obviously known for how strong the product is, but I swear this becomes a party trick. You can give this to your strongest friend and say, try your absolute hardest. I swear you can see me like shaking.
You are trying to put a hole.
I am actually trying.
To tear them.
Well, and you want to give it a shot with this kettlebell?
I was scared I was going to be able to pick the kettlebell up. Oh my gosh, I can't lift it. But look, they are not ripping. They are not
sheer that is, right?
Oh
my
goodness.
Extremely, extremely thin yarn.
It's
holding
harder
up the kettlebell.
to pick up the weight of the kettlebell,
than to
put a tear in them. And with us being so busy on the phone lines right now, I repeat to you, with 400 orders placed, the sale price goes away at the end of the night.
I've never seen a better price here. So like this is
$35 and change, a $7 easy pay. Black is the only color. I should have made that clear, but I would get one of every kind of like variance here. So you have one that you really don't see, the leg shape, skin at all. Then you've got that middle guy here, which is the sheer. And then I love the super sheer.
The super sheer is what I'm wearing.
Well. I almost knocked her over.
It's my favorite. And it's just kind of elegant and elevated. It's great for date night. Whereas you find like the semi-sheers are a little bit more of like your everyday go-to. But I just want to show people again. So this is not Sheertex. This is just normal nylons.
Okay.
And we all know this feeling. You get up.
Oh, that's
like that sound, right?
It was like nails on chalkboard.
This is in your drawer. You're like, oh my goodness, where do I find a pair in my drawer that's actually not ripped? And you go through, I call it the pantyhose graveyard. So with Sheertex.
Have you ever bought new hose and new tights?
And they rip on the way out.
Even had it,
Exactly.
Gabrielle's like, yes, you never even got to wear them because they ripped trying to get them on.
And then you have Sheertex that you're never going to have that problem when you're trying to get out of the house. And we have put this little green line. You're probably like, what is that green line?
Yeah, what is
this? Is on the yoga style waistband, but it tells you in that drawer of pantyhose, these are the ones I can trust.
Oh,
so you know when you
reach
in.
Well, I think you throw away everything else after this, honestly.
After this, obviously. But this is really going to tell you that, oh, I don't need to worry. This one is Sheertex.
You know what? I say we go back to a size chart just because we have so many people on the phone lines right now. If you haven't placed your order, the sale price leaves us tonight. 800 orders out the door. Catherine, again, will you speak to this?
Oh, yes, of course. So going by weight, by your normal size, it's very stretchy. It's tights. So there's a yoga style waistband, extra small to 3XL. It's not going to dig in too much. So pick that weight. And if you want to be a little bit roomier, buy something on, a size up. It'll be a little less sheer. If you want it to be a lot more sheer, then buy your regular size or even a size down. But remember, it's not quite as stretchy as regular tights. So just be, safe within that weight range.
Why don't, if you don't mind,
yes,
bossy,
do line up.
Move on over to Gabrielle and
grab
Jamie.
This to show you as
and
well.
we'll do the lineup of what it looks like on real skin.
Yes.
This is why I say get multiple orders here, because certain outfits, you want more black. You want something in the middle. You want something a little sheer. So Jamie is in semi-opaque.
Yes.
Very popular right now. It's also the most limited with only 2,200 to go around, and the price leaves us tonight. Gabrielle's in sheer. If you don't know where to go, I would go there. It's right in the middle.
It was our first product, too.
It was?
It's the hero. It's the staple.
Okay, and there's only 2,900 there. And then Catherine herself is in the semi-opaque, which I'm just going to say, I think I find that one to be the sexiest.
The super sheer.
Oh, thank you. Super sheer. It gives you just a little bit hint of like, you can see the shape of the body through it.
And it's the typical sheers that we've all kind of moved away from because they rip so much. And now that you have Sheertex, you don't have to stay away from the ones that are really, really fine because they're not going to, last more than one wear. You can actually invest in a pair and be like, I can wear this many, many times.
Well, and even if you don't do skirts and dresses, what about trouser socks? They can rip the same way that hose and tights can.
And they're also great for light compression. They're great for travel. We have a lot of people that even wear them as base layers.
Ooh.
But these, I am not kidding you if you're just tuning in, these are so incredibly
and that's the super sheer.
Yes, this is the super sheer, and it's just as strong as everything else. No matter how hard you stomp your way through the day, these are not going to rip. And I am probably the best tights ripper in the world now that I've started this company, and I can swear to you, these are going to get there for you. They're just so strong, and it's this high tenacity patented material that we invented. So nothing on the market compares even a little bit to
this. And they've been a hit. I mean, this is not the first time we're bringing them in. We just took another 1,600 orders tonight, but that was after we finally got restocked and reloaded again. And I don't know what's going to sell out first. I do know it's chilly. I do know bad weather is affecting a lot of people. I know personally for me now, forget the bad weather, it's the veins, it's the dry skin. With tights and pantyhose, you just look a little bit different than bare skin. So invest today with that $7 easy pay, and every time you go to get dressed, you never have to worry about a rip, a tear. Like, not to gross you out, but toenails can break tights. Dry skin on heels can break tights.
And the style that you're getting here also has a little control top, which is just really nice and comfortable to get you through the day. And we have a reinforced toe. So even though it's already super strong, you get a little bit of reinforcement that's going to be extra strong against those toenails.
Well, and it wasn't just me, thank you, because it's happened before, right? I mean, you go to sit down, or let's just have TMI. Have you ever used the restroom after you have your tights on? And you were good, but then when you got to pull them back out and do the shimmy, midday you get the tear and you get the hole.
And that's why people used to have nail polish remover and backup pairs. And really, imagine running across the street to the drugstore just so you can put something on. The number of people I hand out pairs in airports now, because I see them and I'm like, you've got a hole in your tights, here's a pair. And that's the moment that we're all like, why didn't I get Sheertex?
Well, here, because we are so busy and because we did have to restock because these were limited and 2,000 orders placed, let's make sure I get this right this time. So we are talking super sheer on Catherine,
super
sheer on Gabrielle, and semi-opaque on Jamie. I only have 1,900 left in the thickest one, the darkest one, the semi-opaque, but I do want Catherine to to speak to that size chart one more time.
Yes.
You don't have to do this like, you know, graph where you find your height. You're just looking at your weight.
Exactly. You're just going by your weight, and you'd be like, that doesn't make sense. What if I'm short? What if I'm tall? Well, the good thing is that if you're taller, it's going to stretch a little more tall. If you're shorter, it's going to give it more on the width. So it's really based on weight, and that's how much it'll stretch for you. So extra small to 3XL. Go by your weight. If you want it to be a little bit more sheer, buy your regular size. If you want it to be a little bit more roomy, buy something that's a size up, but it's stretchy. You're not gonna go wrong. This waistband doesn't dig into you like normal products. It's really 4 inches wide, yoga style.
Awesome.
We've thought of every detail on the
Catherine,
product.
you are a genius. Thank you. Keep
Thank you
thinking
for
of
having
other new
me.
things, because I just can't wait to see the next invention, girl.